Namaste, gods, goddesses, and emissaries of light. This is Dr. Tyann Krampa. And as you can hear, I am excited. Don't even have a reason why. Well, yes, I do. Honestly, I have been locked out of my phone for the last 7 hours. Yeah, like I couldn't log in. My phone reset itself. I forgot my Google password because it's only 5 years old, right? Yeah, well, just to make a long story short, my phone is back up and running. I got most of my apps downloaded back. I lost a lot of information, but what can I say, right? I guess I got to take the bitter with the sweet. I learned a lesson in letting go today, not only by what happened to me, but just in small little areas. I've gotten signs and synchronicities and all those little things that we get along the way as enlightened beings. All right, so let me go ahead and spray some of my Kick Karma Ass Spray and clear the energy here. So I can be an open channel for you, so I can deliver this message from source. Without further ado, let me go ahead and call on some help. I want to get right into this reading. You know what I normally do is do like the regular reading, and then I go into the higher realms in 5D. I'm going to start off with 3D sexual energy. Shout out to Jules for letting me know about this tarot that I'm going to be using in order to channel the sexual energy for the divine masculine and the divine feminine today. All right, I call in air, fire, water, earth, spirit, and ether. And I also call upon the highest of the highest of the high, which is Yod-Heh-Vah-Heh, who will be able to give me the information that is necessary for this beautiful reading in all time directions, time and space, past, present, and future. And so it is. I got my phone back, y'all. I am telling you, this is a big freaking deal for me being a doctor. Oh my God, you guys, like, I don't think that I ever was about to lose it until today. I have pretty much managed to keep my cool and my calm under some really troublesome situations. But to not have access to my phone when I'm a doctor and I got clients that I got to get work out to, woo! That was a doozy, y'all. If I ain't never seen one. Man, you just really don't know what you have until it's gone. And speaking of which, I want to get on the divine masculine. I feel like the divine masculine in this situation has been chasing so many waterfalls. Just like TLC said, divine masculine, please stick to the rivers in the life that you're used to. There are so many diseases out here. And AIDS is not the worst of it, you guys. You got HPV, okay? And then you also have these different bacteria that you can't get rid of, parasites. Not only speaking about the human organism and parasites that grow within the body, but I'm talking about sexually transmitted demons, okay? This is real, people. This is the number one reason why you shouldn't entertain third-party energies, because there's so much more at stake than what meets the eye. It's not about this person just being with a third party. It's about this person not respecting you enough to honor the sacredness of this connection and this sacred union from source. But like I said, I'm going to start with the sexual energy, and I am going to start with divine masculine, okay, from the 3D aspect. As you can see, he's beginning to like the pleasure and the connection. Okay, this is the Knaves of Wands. Okay, this is very explicit, but hey, you guys are all grown. And if you don't like this, you can click up off of it. But I'm telling you, it's only a small mini portion of the reading that's explicit. And the reason why I did it like this is because I wanted to go with the natural ebb and flow of what's going on, so you can understand this connection that the divine masculine and this divine feminine have. This is a connection of all connections if I have never seen one. Do you hear me? Like, they have chemistry that is off the chart. It cannot even be measured on a Richter scale because there is nothing to measure this magnetism. This is an intergalactic love, okay? I'm telling you, these these individuals, this couple, or these couples, because I'm channeling for the collective, you have a strong connection, and it's very sexual, but it's also very spiritual at the same time. All right. This represents perfect harmony, the perfect harmony that you guys have when it comes to the bedroom and when you're getting it on. Okay. As you can see, the divine masculine is not abusing his power. He is in complete submission, and he is harmlessly holding his sword. He ain't about to use it. Okay. He's allowing her to wield his sword, literally at this moment. So, I feel like the connection that you and the divine masculine, divine feminine was very sensual, very provocative, of a provocative nature. And, yeah, you guys had the best sex with each other. Divine masculine, don't get it twisted. He still ain't had nobody to make him climax as much as you have and as strong as you have. All right. Next, you have divine femme here with the 5 of Cups. Don't get it twisted. This is about her being in her power and being seductive, and to just be completely in her feminine power. Okay, with the 5 of Cups in this deck, she is truly sensual, sexual, and this is what the divine masculine often thinks about when it comes to this connection. All right, so let's go ahead and get into the reading. So I just gave you a little bit of a gleam of the connection so you can fully understand why it's been a lot of back and forth between this couple, or these couples, because it's a group of you that I'm channeling for. I feel like both of you let love and your loyalty be tested. And you are being tested. No doubt. All right. So, with the 3 of Coins here, this is something that's major that's going on with divine masculine. But I want to get more into the energy. Let me tap into the energy so I can tell you what I'm feeling. I feel that both of you have been trying to control this situation, trying to manifest it. And the divine masculine has been constantly in his head about you. Okay. There's a lot of swords and a lot of cups here. So there's a lot of love, but there's something that needs to be done. There's a decision that needs to be made here. And the divine masculine has been hiding his true feelings. I don't feel like he's been telling you the truth. I feel like he's been not playing all his cards. Okay. You two are a destined and a fated couple. You're meant to be together. You have a fated partnership. I feel like you guys tried to break away from each other so many times, but destiny keeps getting in the way. It keeps bringing y'all behinds back together, okay? Even though you both sometimes want to run from this connection, which you resist, persist, Spirit says. So you guys just keep being hard-headed, both of you. All right? That ain't me. That's not me saying this. This is Source saying this. The love that you have for one another has always been there. You both know it. You both can feel it, and you can't deny it. Okay? Divine masculine, I don't feel like he wants to lose you. And he can't ignore that fact. This is a fact. Okay? I feel that this is a win-win outcome no matter what. No matter what happens between you and your divine counterpart, fate and destiny is on your side. You have the whole universe conspiring for this connection. And I feel like how you dedicate yourself to this is what is going to be the outcome. Divine feminine and divine masculine. How committed are you to doing your spiritual work and calling this in? How committed are you to this twin flame journey? You see, how committed are you to your twin? Think about it. And how committed is your twin to you? Is there a equal give and take, reciprocity? Well, I have a news flash for both of you. Both of you are being tested right now. You know, this is a beautiful, magnanimous journey with huge responsibility. But the rewards outweigh any setbacks or disappointments along the way. Trust me. It may not seem like it when you're in the middle of the storm, when you're looking at the eye of the storm. You may not be able to completely integrate the outcome because it's not actually here in the physical yet. It's in the spiritual realm. As above, so below. This is where you need to bring heaven to earth, you guys. There is so much to learn along the way. And soon as you think that you know it all, the shit changes on you again. Isn't that about right? You have to be strong. Only the strong are going to survive in this journey. Okay? I feel like you and your person outside of one another, you guys have never had a connection this strong. There is no connection that's stronger than this for the two of you. I don't care how many soulmates you get. You can have 10 and line them all up. And it still won't give you the magnetism and the drive and the connection and those goosebumps that you get when you are with your twin. You see. There's been a lot of going back and forth between the two of you. I feel like divine masculine will reach out to you and then you'll break the connection, and then vice versa. You'll reach out to divine masculine and then he'll break away. I feel like there's been like a yo-yo going back and forth between the two of you. But one thing that remains steady and constant is the connection and the love that the two of you share. And neither of you can deny what you have and what you both mean to each other. So the divine masculine, I feel like you rather hide it than express it. All right? Both of you are resisting this change. This change is divine order, but you're both resisting it. You don't want to go in the direction this source is nudging you along in, and you're like, no, I don't want to go that way. I want to stay right here where I'm comfortable. Well, nothing grows in a comfort zone, and you know that. Your divine masculine knows that as well. Which leads me to the Three of Coins, okay, which is crowning this reading. This is about rearranging things through skill and judgment, okay? This is about proposal for engagement or marriage. Everyone knows what the Three of Pentacles is. Everyone gets excited when that down card comes. Unless you're doing a reading for infidelity. Then that would be something totally different. All right, that and the Three of Cups will represent an affair or third-party energy. But this is about happy, happy, joy, joy, happy, happy, joy, joy for the two of you. The emergence of something new that is trying to manifest itself out of this situation. We got August the 30th that's coming up. We have the Virgo moon, which is a new moon, not a full moon. Full moon is about releasing and letting go of shit that don't even matter and ain't gonna even amount to a pile of beans when it's done, all said and done and all that good stuff. But we're talking about the new moon, which is newness, This is new phases in life. This can be with the soulmate. Remember, this is a general reading, and I'm open right now. Spirit is talking to me. This can also be for soulmates, for some of you divine feminines that got a divine masculine that's still asleep, even though it may appear on the outside looking in that he's awake. If he ain't coming towards this union, his ass is still asleep. Plain and simple. Okay? There is no other way to put it. I ain't sugarcoating. I don't own a candy store. I'm just going to give it to you the way that I'm feeling it right now at this very now moment. Okay? To be awakened is to know. We are no longer in the belief system. When you are awakened, you are now living in the age of I know. To know is far more deeper than to believe, because beliefs change. But when you know something, you take that to the grave with you and what you know. I feel like divine masculine is coming back around, and he's not taking no for an answer. He is coming after divine feminine, and he is going to blow her mind. Because I don't think that you're going to even sense that is coming. Okay? You have the Queen of Coins. Divine feminine, this is how he looks at you. He looks at you as being the Queen of Coins. He looks at you as being in a position of power. Okay? He knows that he can't slowhead you because you're too intelligent for that. So, this is causing him to put up a little bit of resistance because he know he can't move a certain type of way. So he has to respect you. And this is some of the reason why some of you are not having your divine masculine in contact with you, because he ain't stupid. He already know he has to pay the piper, or she. Because divine masculine can also be a female. Take what resonates. And I do say, for those of you that are chiming in that have the reverse polarity of energies, just know that when I'm saying he, I'm really meaning she, and vice versa. All right? Okay, back to the reading. I feel like you both have really been doing this back and forth for a very long time when it comes to the connection. And so both of you are being forced to make a decision. Divine feminine, you're being forced to set your boundaries, stand in your power, walk away if it's not what you want. And divine masculine, you're being asked to stop chasing these waterfalls and to man up and make a decision. If you want your feminine, and if that's the desire of your heart's desire, then why don't you let go of these third-party energies and go back home? Plain and simple. You're making it harder than what it is. You don't have to be in the Eight of Swords energy. You're not stuck. Okay? This is self-imposed with what is going on here. And you can walk out of this situation whenever you're tired, whenever you really are sick and tired of being sick and tired. You can get out of this situation, but I don't feel like you're tired enough. I don't think that you've had enough tired moments yet in order for you to be shaken and awakened to who you really are. Because if you were, you would not still be in this stuck energy. You see, you have the moon. I feel like there is an illumination that's going on with the divine masculine, and then also the divine feminine too, because the moon is the feminine energy, and it represents the fact that things are being revealed, and there are going to be some things that are going to be revealed to the divine feminine. Okay. I feel like for some of you divine feminines, you've been having your own perspective about the divine masculine. Okay. You've been judging him about being with the karmics. Well, guess what? This is a soul contract. He has to fulfill it. Instead of looking at this as judgment, just look at it as a contract that's being fulfilled and making him a better person. Okay. The moon card represents Pisces or Cancer energy. Take what resonates. And is revealing the fact that divine feminine, you need to broaden your perspective and the way that you look at this, because that can also anchor a situation and keep the situation where it is. I'm just saying, don't always lean towards the worst case scenario. We always like to play out the worst. We always like to extenuate on the negative instead of the positive, okay? It's time for you to accentuate the positive at this moment. And start thinking about the best case solution instead of the worst case scenario. That's all I ask that you do, because this is a learning process for you too. It's not just his karma, it's things that you're working through, and traumas and wound healing and bloodline issues that need to be healed. You see, this is a domino effect. What affects one person affects the other. But ideally, his issues, divine masculine issues, are his issues and his alone to work out. Divine feminine, you cannot continue to be the savior for him. You have to allow him to go through his own shit. Allow him to go through his own awakening at his own time, at his own pace, just like you. I feel like for a lot of us divine feminines, it's kind of like a dichotomy, and it's also like a mind fuck, a mental mind fuck that we already know. And we have this spiritual knowledge and we're more advanced. And so when we're looking at them, we're like trying to be their cheerleaders on a sideline, not realizing that they have to come into their own. Like, yes, divine feminine, give yourself credit. You have already awakened the sleeping giant for a lot of you. I feel like a lot of the reason why your divine masculines are awakened, not because of the karmic, hell no. It's because of you. It's because of what you've poured into your divine masculine in this situation that has shaken him and awakened him. You have set boundaries. You have blocked when you needed to block. You have cut off connection whenever you needed to cut off connection. And that really was a soul shock for him. That really awakened him. That was like, you know, something that was like a death blow is what I'm hearing from the angels. It was something that really took him down into the Ten of Swords, where he just felt like he was about to give up on everything. Okay. But just also remember too, divine feminine, what you think about, you bring about. Thoughts become things. And I feel like divine masculine is waking up to this connection. Like he's being illuminated, which is also being revealed by this moon card. Okay. He's awakening to who he is, who you are, what this connection is all about. And yeah, it's a big deal for him. And it's not always easy to be shaken and then awakened. Remember, when you wake up out of your sleep, you have to adjust. So just allow him that time to make those necessary adjustments so he can be in alignment for this manifestation of union. Next, you have the Magician. The Magician represents that there's going to be a breakthrough. It's going to be unexpected, as if it was magic. Okay. You have both learned through craft, technique, and skill. And so the divine masculine has also had his own way of learning things through his selfishness, through his self-serving attitude and self-seeking in the union, which not always was the best quality that he chose from the Magician. Okay. Selfish ends to greater gains always ends in distress. This is the reason why there has been tire moments after tire moments for his behind. Okay. But rest assured, eventually he's going to get tired of learning the hard way. Okay. This is a time for him right now to exercise his will and make a decision. There is a decision that needs to be made. And I feel like he has allowed this relationship to run in the background. Like, you know how you have on your computer and you minimize it and it goes in the background, but it's taking up space on his mental hard drive and his mental mind frame. Okay. Something that he can't ignore anymore. And so the best musicians that ever existed always worked for the greater cause and the greater good of those that are involved. And you should be at the forefront. You should really be one of the main important people that is connected to the divine masculine in his life at this moment. You have the Eight of Swords, and this is in reverse. Spoke about the Eight of Swords. Can you believe it? It's in this reading. Whoa, but it's in reverse. So divine feminine, this is a good sign. The blindfold, metaphorically speaking, is now coming off. Okay. This is the moment that we all been waiting for the sleeping giant to awaken. I wish I had a bullhorn. That would have been awesome to just be able to just shout that out. All right, so he restricted the connection and its growth with the third-party energies. And he was still wondering, why in the hell did nothing culminate? Why didn't this relationship come back around? Because guess what? God is not a God of disorder, okay? There are certain guidelines. There are universal laws that you have to follow. If you want a good relationship, you got to put into that garden what you want out of that relationship, or you ain't going to get nothing but weeds in your garden, boo-boo, okay? I'm just saying, I know that was a little bit ghetto when I said that, but it's the truth. Hey, whoever needed to hear it this way, because that's the way the angels just gave it to me. And that's the way, how I hear it is how I deliver it. Real talk. So, that's not the way I speak. You guys know I talk totally different from that. But, whoever is chiming in at this now moment needed to hear it like that. The divine masculine needed to hear it like that. So, all is well in love and war. So, yeah. This is about growth, you guys. This is about connecting on a deeper level. A lot of why this connection couldn't take flight was self-imposed. We all know that. The divine masculine is now being realistic about his role in all of this and not feeling stuck anymore. You have the Queen of Cups. This card is sticking to me. All right, with the Queen of Cups, that represents pains and scars that the divine feminine never truly healed from. I feel like for some of you, both of you could have trauma bonded, you know, with hurt and pain, and you guys got together and you repressed those old wounds of being hurt, and through the masking of this relationship, it exposed that both of you had these inner conflicts still that needed to be dealt with. So this relationship brought those things to the surface. Okay. And the separation that you're in right now, because I feel like a lot of you, majority of you are in separation. This separation isn't a bad thing, because only from here you both can heal. All right. Then you have the Six of Swords. And the Six of Swords energy is about balance. It's about the thoughts being balanced. And I feel like for the divine masculine, the thoughts that he's been thinking have now been more balanced. And, you know, it's been helping him to bring balance back into this situation and the way that he views it. His viewpoints have changed, okay? And even some of the way that the divine masculines look at the divine feminines are now starting to change. And some of you are now reaching out to one another. Divine masculine is working on traveling back to divine feminine, etc. And it's time to step into action and stop daydreaming, okay? Because the Six of Swords could be about daydreaming too. It's time for the divine masculines to stop daydreaming and go after what they want to come about. And it's time for him to bring it into fruition and stop dreaming about it, okay? All right, so we already know that the divine masculine works for the espionage. He been spying on your behind like it ain't nobody's business. Yes. These divine masculines right now are feeling very insecure and afraid of losing you. Someone is playing a big, big CIA game, and I feel like it's the divine masculine. Okay, he's looking at you as intellectual property, like as if someone is going to come along and steal your behind away from him. Okay, and this is solely out of his own guilt. And I feel like he's playing victim here, or having a victim's mentality, which is also what the Seven of Swords can represent as well. Okay, so it's not always about spying, but yeah, his ass is spying too. But I ain't letting him clearly off the hook like that. He is definitely spying. Then you have the Three of Cups. With the Three of Cups, it just basically lets you know that it's time for celebration time. Come on. Y'all about to have a big celebration. I feel like, you know, love is in the air all around. Love is about to come in. As you see, he has his paintbrush. He has his canvas, or not his canvas, but he has where he puts his paint on. I don't know what that thing is called. But anyway, he's about to paint the town with his love for Divine Feminine. Okay, so this represents love has no limits. Let me repeat this for those people in the back that can't hear me. Love have no limits. All right? It's going to be as if the two of you never separated when you guys come back together. All right? It's a time for joy and laughter. It's a time for you guys to bring in the new. And for some of you, this can be someone new altogether. Like I told you, a new soulmate, which we are so thankful and grateful for. Dearly beloveds, we are gathered here today to do this thing called life. I love Prince. Anyhow, your life is going to be a new one. And it could be either for a soulmate or for your divine masculine. All right? Take what resonates. However, nothing is set in stone, you guys. Just because you are in separation today doesn't mean the same will happen to you tomorrow. All right? It doesn't mean that you're going to continue to be in separation. You have the door to spirit. I feel like this is in connection with the divine masculine. He's opening up his crown chakra. He's connecting to his higher self. He's getting the downloads and the codes and the information about divine feminine. You, divine feminine, are still in pain and agony, and you're still anxious. You're having anxiety about how all this is going to come into fruition, how it's going to culminate, how it's going to be brought about. But do not worry, because worry is faith in reverse. Have faith. Have a connection with God, Source. Reach out to Source. Do some essential oils to put on your crown chakra to open it up. Lavender is really good. Cypress is really good. Do whatever you have to. Open up that crown chakra. Put it on your third eye. Put it on your fifth eye. Okay? Put it everywhere. Put it on your temples. Put it on the back of the skull of your head. Open up it. Open up it. Come on, angels, open up it. Oh my God. You guys, they said open up it. That's not me. That's them. Open up it. Oh my God, you guys. Angels, the grammar. You guys are killing me. You already got me saying divine feminine. Okay, and now you're saying open up it. Oh God. Anyhow, this is you, divine feminine. You tried to walk away, but you couldn't. You're looking back because you still have that connection, baby. I'm telling you, that connection is... You remember In Vogue? Giving him something he can feel to let him know this love is real. This love is real. This is not even a question about if this love is real. We all know this love is real, divine feminine. What you looking back for? He ain't about to come and chase after you yet, but his ass is coming. Trust me. You also got the angel of balance. There needs to be balance brought back into the kingdom. Both of you are basically stewing over this. You guys are brewing over this. And the universe got your back. The universe got your back like yesterday. Like it never happened. It never happened. When you guys get back together, I promise you, you both are going to look back on this like as if it never happened. Because that is just how strong your connection is. Let's get into the connection from the 5D. We have wisdom, sacred wisdom. All right, so you both are working on your crown chakra right now. I don't feel like for both of you that is fully open, but I feel like it's opening because you guys are both awakening. It's not just the divine masculine here. You have sound, like the sound. Okay, so your angels and your guides are telling me you need to do mantras. You need to be connected with Source. You need to keep your vibrations up high. Okay, sound will do it for you. 432 megahertz or above. You know, you want to go as high as you possibly can. Some people are in the 900s, 932, you know. Whatever resonates to your soul, do more of that because your soul is craving it. It needs it. Oh my God. I so feel this, you guys. Find you some mantras to help to heal this union. Okay, do some love mantras for Lakshmi and Vishnu. They're twin flames. Find twin flame mantras and start reciting them before you go to bed, or listen to them while you're falling asleep. But you need a healing. You both need to be healed at this moment. This is a perfect time for it. You have protection. I feel like this is the divine masculine coming back in all of his glory with his shield and his sword, coming back to protect the one that he loves. Protect this union. I feel like for a lot of divine feminines, you felt left out in the cold. You felt like you was just thrown amongst the wolves, right? Well, guess what? Divine masculine is coming back to make up for that. Some of you may believe it. Some of you may not believe it. But I don't care if you believe it or not. This is a channeled message, and it's going to happen for a lot of you. Okay, whether you believe it or not. Remember, this is fate. This is destiny. You don't got to believe in it in order for it to happen. Okay, you probably didn't even believe in fairy tales until you met your divine masculine and he swooped you off your feet. He gonna come back in and sweep you off your feet again. Trust me, because he is the only one that knows how to mind your moods. He is the only one that has that touch. Y'all know what I'm talking about. You seen those 2 cards that I opened up with. Hello. I'm just saying. Homeboy ain't forgot about the connection. And neither has homegirl. Both of y'all know what this love is all about. Don't be sitting up here and try to act brand new just because y'all ain't together. Just because you are not together does not mean that this connection is not real. I cannot say it enough. This connection is real. It's the most realest connection that I have ever channeled. Trust me, you two have a chemistry that is off the hook. Now, for those of you that have not had sex with your divine masculine yet, and yes, I did say yet, when that time comes back around, divine masculine is going to take all of his frustrations out on you in a good way. Let's just keep it like that. All right, so last, medicine. You two are each other's medicine. You two have a healing aura, especially you, divine feminine. You are going to be able to do just like Osiris and Isis. Isis is going to be able to help you if you call upon her energy, so you can reclaim those soul fragments back for your divine masculine. Okay, just like Isis did for Osiris. I said this going all the way back into my 2nd or 3rd video. Go back to my videos, my old videos back in March and back in February. I spoke about it. It's true. Because some of these divine masculines have fragmented souls. And you have to defragment it. And you have to learn how to do that. All right? I could teach you, but I have to charge. Some things I can give away for free. Some things I just cannot. Okay? Anyhow, anyway, I have come to the conclusion of your beautiful reading. Let's see how this is going to come about. Come with me to the other side where we always have fun and we do the healing and the clearing. And some of you have been able to come into unions with this as well by doing the work. It is a good karma to like, share, comment, subscribe, leave a love donation if you feel inclined to, or you can purchase a gift from my wish list on Amazon and it will appear on the channel. I now wrap you in my love and I cloak you with the light of Christ consciousness. And so it is, everyone. Namaste.